Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and today the question is, are bulls exhausted? Alright, now I'm sure all you guys that's watched my video have been exhausted sometimes in your life. And what happens when you're exhausted? You're either going to give up, you're either going to take a rest, or you're going to keep on going. Well, the bulls did not keep on going today. All right. They're exhausted, it looks like. And it looks like they're either taking a rest or we might see some more downside to this breakout level right here. Okay. It still looks bullish. Okay. Reason I say that is because you see this red line, that's the 5-day moving average. And you guys know when the in the bull market, especially with SPY, get a lot of bounces off the 5-day moving average. Okay, you can see here, this was a strong bull move, bunch of bounces. Even this one right here, it closed a little below, but the next day recovered. A lot of bounces off the 5-day moving average. All right, and I've been telling you guys all week, well, maybe not all week, but some part I told you guys how the 5-day moving average was very far from the price action. It needs to catch up. Today, especially in that last 5 minutes of trading, in the trading hour, it definitely caught up. All right, the SPY came down, touched it, and bounced right off of it. The low of the day was 475.6, and that's exactly what the 5-day moving average is, 475.6. Coincidence? Well, we'll find out for tomorrow. In my videos, I talk about analysis, but I also talk about scenarios of what can potentially happen based on the price action, and what the scenario shows us, that's what we want to trade. Okay, so obviously for tomorrow, if it closed below the 5-day moving average or it's trading, that 5-day moving average then becomes resistant, and it's a big sign that we're going to head down lower, all right, to the breakout level. That's going to be a very big test for the S&P 500. Okay, it got as high as 479. I've been telling you guys I had a 480 price target. It came literally within $1 of my price target. How disappointing is that? I was really hoping that I could hit my price target of 480. It's what I've been writing in my Discord every morning. Got a 480 price target, which would finish out this megaphone pattern. And it came so close. But instead, it decided to retrace and cool down a bit and head back down to that 5-day moving average. Okay, now that last 5-10 minutes of trading where we got that big sell-off, it's okay. The RSI was in overbought territory for quite some time, but today made it cool down just a little bit. Now it's not in overbought, so it's still building strength for a move up. Okay, it's day 4 of the Santa Claus rally. Usually the last 5 days of the year, and then the first 2 days of the new year, that's the Santa Claus rally, and then it starts getting pretty ugly after that. That's based on seasonality. But yeah, it was very good, a good sell-off, giving the RSI more energy. Okay, we need to build that energy if we want to see more upside. All right, I'm still bullish as long as this breakout level holds. It's currently at 472, which is also where the week opened. Okay, for this Santa Claus rally week, that's where it opened. So that's going to be a very critical support level. We get a bounce off of there, we could possibly see higher highs. Okay, I want to show you something on the weekly chart. Got a lot of stuff going on. So here's the breakout level around here. We had a lot of resistance right there. Okay, that was at 471. Okay, you can see on the weekly chart we had the breakout right there. We check in the past, we had a breakout on the weekly chart, went up to new highs. There's a retest right there. Breakout on the weekly chart, went up to new higher highs. Okay, so will history repeat itself? That remains to be seen, because the charters cannot see the future. I'm a price action trader, so I take it one day at a time, and I play it level by level. And as of right now, Even though we lost the 477 support, there was support at that 5-day moving average, and it held so far. All right. So we'll see for tomorrow. If it opens above the 5-day moving average, we could see more upside. 480 is still in play. If it opens below the 5-day moving average tomorrow, we could see more downside to our next support. All right. Our next support's at 474, which probably wouldn't be that strong, but a must hold one would definitely be 472. Okay, it's okay when we get a breakout, it comes back to retest that breakout level. If you're a bull, that's okay. You want to see that because you're going to get some buying opportunity. All right. Now, if you're a bear, I would wait for a potential false breakout, which means if it drops below 472, if it drops below that breakout level, we are most likely going to see more upside. Okay, so whether you're a bull or a bear, if you like price action technical analysis, if you want to be a price action trader, you have to wait for scenarios to play out. You have to allow the price action tell you what to do. Price action doesn't talk to you the way I talk to you guys. All right, it actually has to do something. It move up or down or sideways, obviously, right? And depending on where it closed, depending on where it opens and where it moves, that's how it tells us what to do. Okay, as of right now, we got the bounce off the 5-day moving average. Still bullish. And if it does get more bearish, I will welcome it. That's fine because you can make money both ways. Gotta show the bears some love. Look at this big green. Let me move the moving average. Look at this big green week. Straight line up. We want to see some choppiness. It's healthy. But if you didn't make money, you should have made some money. That's a big move to the upside. If you didn't make some money off of that, I don't know what to tell you. But you should have made some money off of that being a bull. So it's okay to let the bears get their chance. Okay, we don't want to be greedy. All right. So basically what I'm telling you is you watch that 5-day moving average. We'll bring it back up. Watch that 5-day moving average. Got the close above it. Bounce right off. But if it gets below, we're most likely going to go down and test the breakout level. You can play that one of two ways. You can just sit on your hand and wait for the right entry. Or you can ride that wave down, making sure you're respecting that 5-day moving average as a resistance. That's if it opens below. Right now it's at 475.6. So SPY opens below 475.6. That 5-day moving average is resistant. If it opens above, that 5-day moving average is support, and 480 is still in play, just like it is right now. Take a look at the VIX. The VIX it has 4 minutes left in this trading session, but the VIX continues to stay below the 5-day moving average as well as all of the other moving averages. Okay, I use the 5, the 13, the 20, the 50, and the 200-day moving average. All right, and it's closing below that, especially closing below the 5-day. Very good sign. VIX is still bearish. So if the VIX is still bearish, it's more likely, probability would say that the SPY will continue to be bullish. Okay? So are the bulls exhausted? It seems like they're exhausted. Okay, we had this straight line. Now we just been going sideways. All right? We take that, what's this saying? The stairs up and the elevator down. Well, this looked like an elevator up. If it was really bad, in a really bad scenario, SPY would just drop down, take the elevator down. But instead of correcting with a pullback, it's correcting through time by heading sideways right now and allowing the 5-day moving average to catch up like this. So now we'll see. Was this enough? Got the RSI out of the overbought territory. Was this enough of a rest for the bulls? Okay, because I know they're tired. Was this enough for them, enough rest for them? And will they push it up to 480? Above 480, my next price target would be 483. But if they too tired, and it comes back down and breaks below this breakout level below 472, Bears, it's your time to come out of hibernation and feast. And I will be feasting with y'all. But until then, I will continue to be objective and follow the price action. And the price action, based on the close of today, is telling us still bullish. It's still basing. You guys know what basing is at this point, I hope. Still basing. Basing means it's just chopping sideways, consolidating. That's a popular term that traders use. Consolidating. That's all basing is. Right now, we're still in base mode. All right. I'm just a little disappointed that we came $1 within my price target. I was really hoping it hit today, but it didn't. But it's still a possible chance that it hits tomorrow, as long as 475.6 holds. Okay, that's the 5-day moving average. All right, and also as long as the VIX continue to look bearish. All right, so moving on to triple Q. Triple Q got this flag going. See that white line that I add? Also, here's the thing though. Unlike the SPY, triple Q lost the breakout level of 401. And it had a little small close just below the 5-day moving average. 5-day moving average at 400.7. It closed at 400.3. Okay? So now we got to watch for the next support level. Okay? I have support. Let me see. Well, we're going to watch this flag. There's a flag right here. We're going to watch this flag. All right. Below 399 is a breakdown of this flag. And we could go down to the next moving average. Okay. The moving average right now is currently at 393.5. But by tomorrow, it could move up a little higher. Okay. But also this light blue line, that's the bigger flag. The big flag on the triple Q. That's going to be a test of the breakout level. All right, 393.5. All right, below that is very bearish. You can see more downside. Okay, I'm also be watching for the recapture of 401. Also the breakout of this small bull flag right here. Okay, recapture of 401. That will be bullish. And of course, it'll put it back above the 5-day moving average. And if it breaks above 402 or 403, above 403, that's a breakout out of this flag right here. And it could possibly get up higher to 408, which was a previous high. Maybe 406.7 en route, because that's the upper Bollinger Band before 408. And of course, the big one all the way up here at this resistance level, which is currently at 421 now. Okay, guys? Just let the price action guide you. All right? This is my advice to you guys. Price action trader. If you're not a price action trader, I don't know why you're even on my video. I literally said price action analysis on the title. But if you are a price action trader like me, that's what I'm going to be watching for. A break below, a breakdown of this flag, which is 399. Below that, it's very bearish. Could see more downside. Down to 393.5. But if it recaptures back above 401, breakout above 403, that is bullish. Let those scenarios play out. And if you see those scenarios happening, you know what to do. You're bullish, you bet to the upside. If you're bearish, you bet to the downside. So, recapture comes, I'm bullish. Breakdown of this bull flag below 399, I'm bearish. What does that mean? Recapture, I'm betting to the upside. Breakdown of this bull flag, I'm betting to the downside. And of course, you got to manage your risk. I don't take more than I try my best not to take more than a 5% loss. Okay? That's how you can set your stop loss. That's just an advice. You don't have to do what I say, but that's just an advice. That's what I do. Okay? I literally look at what I'm trading on. I trade on my laptop. If it says I'm down 5% or more, cut my loss. And if it goes back up, guess what? There's another entry. I'll buy that recapture. I'll take 5% losses all day. Because I usually aim for 10, 20, 30, 40%. You have to keep your losses small. You have to. Stop loss is your best friend. All right. If anybody wondering how does the charter set dollar, I don't take more than a 5% loss. I look at my laptop and look at my trade. I monitor it. 5% or more, I'm done. I try to keep it less than 6-7%. But 5%, hit it, I'm out. Of course, it's not always that, simple. All right. Stock moves fast, the ETFs move fast. Sometimes I'll be down 5% and then boom, it recovers. I'm back in profits. That stuff happens. So you gotta, there's some things that I can't teach you guys or explain to you guys on a YouTube video. There's just some things where you have to experience for yourself and you'll just know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just some things in life that just can't be taught. You just have to learn and just experience it yourself. Like I can tell you how beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii is. But until you see Honolulu, Hawaii for yourself, you won't truly know how beautiful. There's some things you just have to experience for yourself. And setting a stop loss properly, I think that's one of the things. But the idea is to not take more than a 5% loss. And that will take some years to practice, getting the emotional discipline. And of course, the actual action itself of cutting that loss. All right? But I want to encourage you guys that respecting your stop loss is a very great thing to do. It's a very great business decision, and you guys should take pride in it. Anyways, let's get back to the price action analysis. The RSI was in overbought territory, just like with SPY Triple Q. The bulls with a Triple Q probably exhausted. They probably just resting. But we'll see. We'll get the recapture, bullish, breakout of the bull flag, bullish, breakdown of this bull flag, bearish. And that's a pretty nice move to the downside. Okay, guys? Moving on to the DIA, the Dow Jones. Finally, goodness gracious, Dow Jones, as you can see here, finally got a pullback. All right, got a pullback, and it still did not even touch the 5-day moving average. So hopefully by tomorrow, the 5-day moving average will move up a little higher. Okay, if Dow Jones is still above the 5-day moving average, I will be watching that as support. Of course, there's also support at 362.6, which I think is buyable. Also, the breakout level of this blue line right here at 361.5, which I also think is buyable to the bull side. Of course, if we get that false breakdown, cut your loss. All right? Because a lot of people are probably going to get bearish tomorrow because it's Friday, it's a holiday. And if they see the Dow Jones dropping, even though it's to a support level, they're going to look to buy puts or look to short. We don't short at support. We don't get bearish at support. We get bearish if we get a false breakdown. A false breakout. But we don't get bearish at support. So you can watch for a bounce off these levels. The 5-day moving average. Hopefully we get it for tomorrow. Because it's, I like to see bounces off the 5-day moving average before I try to, bet to the upside. Or off these other support levels. Fibonacci level 362.6 and the breakout level 361.5. Okay, guys, watch those levels carefully. If we get that bounce, that's a buying opportunity. If you're scared and you don't want to buy right at the support, wait for a bounce, then maybe get in the following day, which would be Monday, assuming that the support holds. Okay, it's so complex with trading. I try to keep it simple as possible. Bias, you long at support, is short at resistance. All right? Try to keep it simple. So that's the Dow Jones. 368.8 is still in play as of today's price action. All right? But if we lose these support level, especially 361.5, I will switch over to bearish. And we can ride it down together. Take a look at IWM. IWM. I told you guys I got in some calls yesterday. I bought the recapture of the 221.5 support that I add on my Discord. I add the support resistant levels as well as my analysis before the market opens and during the market opens. So it's all in real time. And I told you guys hopefully it works out for me. And well, it got up to 225.4. So yes, it worked well for me. Took profit. I like to add in profit stop losses, so was able to get a good amount of profit today. I was hoping that you see this purple line, the 200-day moving average, that's at 223.9 right now. Was really hoping that it held, because if it did, it would put the 50 DMA day moving average in play, which is at 226.9 right now, close to 227. Unfortunately, we're getting this long wick where the buyers are acting weak. Come on, IWM bulls. But it's okay. Follow the price action. It's just that simple. It closed right at the 5-day moving average. So there's still hope. Okay. It's still trading above the breakout level. So there's still hope. 20-day and the 13 days looking to creep past that resistant line right there. All right. So there's support at 219.2 as well. All right. I will turn bearish again if we lose this breakout level, which is around where the 13-day moving average is at 218.5. So IWM below 218.5, I will switch over to bearish, meaning I will look for opportunities to bet to the downside because my sentiment is bearish. Price action is bearish, and we could see another leg lower. The last low leg was around 208. So we could go back and test 208, or we can break down lower than 208. Either way, if it drops from 218 and you ride it down to a previous low, that's a pretty decent move, really good move. Of course, manage your risk along the way. Okay, so that's what I got for IWM. It's still a little bullish. I would have been more bullish if it closed above the 200-day moving average. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay, moving on to Tesla. Tesla, I think I alerted my Discord like 4 or 5 times today. Okay, and basically, I had some bad news. One of my Discord members informed me, because you guys know I don't really watch the news. I'm just price action. Well, my Discord members informed me that of some bad news. I had some bad news, and it gapped down, you know, in the pre-markets or overnight trade, whatever. It gapped down, okay, and it opened at 1,061. The previous day's close was 1,086. So it gapped down. Like, that's over $20 it gapped down. All right, that's about $28 it gapped down. We had support at the 50-day moving average. That's the orange line. It's at 1,056 now, but earlier today it was at 1,054, 1,055. In the beginning, it dropped all the way down and bounced right off of that 50-day moving average, that critical support level, and it went up as high as 1,095. So if you bought in at that support level, which is where you're supposed to buy, should have made some money. Hopefully you took profit, because afterwards there was a strong selling pressure that came. Now you see the 5-day moving average. I was hoping Tesla could close above that 5-day moving average, which is now is at 1,081. Earlier it was at 1,086. It failed to do so. Not a good sign. And if you look at a smaller time frame, that's what the blue line is for. I was watching this bull flag. Okay, I was watching the bull flag. It broke out, went as high as 1,095. It was looking good. We got the breakout. It broke above 1,086. It was back above the 5-day moving average. And then what happened? Over here came the retest. Looking good still. And then boom, closed below. That right there, my friend, it's a false breakout. To confirm it, you look at the next candle. It treated that breakout level as a resistance. That's how you guys know. Is this a legit false breakdown? False breakout? Is it gonna head down lower? Well, this breakout level was treated as support when it's above it, right? But when it closed, and then the next candle it treated like a resistance. Boom, that tells you right there. It did not get recaptured, and it closed at 1,060 something. Okay, so as of right now, on a smaller time frame, Tesla is giving us bearish signals. Okay, Going back on the daily chart, the bigger time frame, still look like it's basing. All right, it did not break below or break down from this bull flag. All right, it's still above that critical support level of the 50-day moving average. I would be more bearish if Tesla breaks below the 50-day moving average, which is currently at 1,056. So Tesla below 1,056, I will be bearish all the way down to the 20, which is at 1,013 right now. And the 13-day is literally at 1,001. Okay? That is a big, big move to the downside. You do not have to try to predict it at this level, because it could go either way. It could recapture and go test that resistant level again, or or it can actually go down. But we don't want to just guess. We don't want to try to time the market. Okay? We want to follow the price action. Who moves the price? Smart money. So when you're following the price action, you're following the smart money. Think of it like that. All right? So I will not be bearish on Tesla until it closes below the 5-day moving average, and if the 50-day moving average, sorry. And if it treats that 50-day moving average as a resistant, I will be even more bearish, because that's a big move to the downside that I do not want to miss. Okay? This is why I didn't want to enter Tesla just yet. I wanted to wait for the breakout. We never got the breakout. Instead, bulls are exhausted today, especially with the bad news. Okay? But one good news about this is that the RSI is no longer in overbought territory. I would not have felt the breakout would have held, really, if the RSI stayed in overbought territory and then we got the breakout. Very risky. But seeing that it's cooling down, and if it does get a breakout, I would be even more confident in buying it if the breakout happens. All right? But right now, bulls are exhausted. They're probably resting. If below the 50-day moving average, I think the bears are back in control, are here to take over. All right? We do have a gap from 957 to 939. Bunch of support here at 1,012 and 1,001. That's a big down move. So there's no need to try to time it. Wait for a critical support is lost. That's my favorite time to short a market, when a critical support has been lost and treated as a resistance. That's the best time. Okay, guys? So that's all I have for you today. I'm not covering Roku. That's for my Discord members. Sorry. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Still got that $1 deal. Tomorrow is the last day. $1 for your first month in my Discord. Then after that, it's $75 a month. But at least, you can see for your first month for $1. See if it's worth it. If you don't like it, cancel. I don't want you to cancel. I'm going to do my best to impress you, because I want you to be part of my community. But if not, no hard feelings. I try my best to serve you. If you don't see it, if it wasn't your cup of tea, that's okay. All right? But thank you guys for watching. If you didn't subscribe yet, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. And I'll see you all soon.